All right, everyone. Welcome back to yet another episode with Alternate Investor here. I know I said in my last videos that I was probably going to be done with Riftbound here and move on to some other things, but I have changed my mind. That last series has me wanting to investigate multiple aspects of what is going on in the Riftbound world. Going to go back in time here, look at some older sets, along with some different items, pre-rift kits, promo packs, calculate odds in those, see what kind of items we're getting and what the odds are associated with all of those. Because I am more curious than anything. I have actually not been to any pre-rifts, just haven't had time with work. Hoping to get to some. So that's what I'd actually like to start out with today is Spirit Forge and some Unleashed pre-rift packs. Now, I know there's not any Origins pre-rift kits like this that are built. You have the pre-rift decks. So I was not able to get my hands on any of those to show those off. But I do want to at least do it for what these are going to look like going forward. Kind of show you guys what is in a pre-rift kit, what it consists of, what you can expect when you play one of these at one of your pre-release events out there at your local cards shop. And then in the next video, I'll show a couple other things with the promo packs, what you can win at any of your Nexus Night events. And just so as everyone's aware, I am purchasing a case of the Riftbound Origins, the first set again, mostly because I'm curious after our last set of videos, going back and seeing if we are having the same kind of issues that we saw with Unleashed as our other sets. I wasn't really paying attention when I first opened those boxes to that. So I want to take a look at that and understand what we have to deal with and what we have been dealing with in any of these cases and see if that is a recent issue, if that's been around the whole time, or what exactly is going on there. All right, so for anyone that doesn't know or hasn't attended a pre-rift event, a pre-rift kit is going to consist of a few things in order to build your sealed deck. Namely, it's going to consist of 5 sealed booster packs. You're going to get a kit with a pre-built legend already in there. Now, it's up to you whether or not you actually use it. And then, of course, you get a promo associated, not associated with the character that you have in your pre-rift kit, but just a random promo that can be in any of the the champion slots for any of the pre-rift kits that you open. So on this one, we got a Yoni Blade Master. Now, I don't think this one is very well sought after, but it is a nice little promo to add to the collection regardless. Promos always tend to get a little bit more value assigned to them. However, with this being just as common of a card as it is at the rare slot, don't expect to see a whole lot there. So in the pre-built portion of our Legend kit, we got a Lucian in this one, the Purifier. Again, not what I would have hoped to play in my pre-rift event should I have gotten this one there. But let's see what that kit consists of. So we've obviously got the Lucian, the Legend. Then we've got a Lucian champion card to go with him, the Merciless. And then we've got, of course, some Fury and Order rune cards, red and orange, that are designed to be playable in a sealed deck with Lucian. Now, unfortunately, and you get, of course, a battlefield that kind of ties into a thematic Lucian as well, or a thematic to your legend that you get regardless. Now, one thing to note with the pre-rift kit is you only are actually getting one rare card plus the legend. That is all you get. You get 3, 4, looks like 5 uncommons. That includes the battlefield. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 uncommons. 2 gears, 2 spells. So that's actually not, I don't know if that's particularly great. I know Lucian is equipment based, so it's probably needed. A lot of equipment in this. Punch First would have been a good card for your pre-rift with this one, that's for sure. Always a solid +5 might. So that's what you're looking at. You get a legend, you get your champion associated with the legend to ensure that you have the ability to play the deck correctly. Of course, they do that because there's no guarantee that you won't get 0 legends or a legend and not the associated champion within your pre-rift set. Now, should you get both of those in there, you can obviously opt not to go with your legend build kit. But more often than not, you're pretty much going to be stuck with your legend build kit. Not really much of a choice there. All right, so Spirit Forge booster packs are going to be just like any other booster pack. You're going to get your standard set of commons, uncommons, and then 3 foil slots. That could be rare, 2, well, supposed to be guaranteed rares. It is possible that we may still have that error issue going on with the Spirit Forge set where we are not getting the correct number of rares in some packs. Like all of our booster box openings, I'm going to move through these pretty quickly because you guys have obviously seen these cards. This is a dated set at this point. We'll just move on straight to the rares and see what we've got going on. So in here, we've got Beast Below in foil, a Bellows Breath rare, and a Spinning Axe. So equipment, but it is for Draven. So here we would need to find us a Draven and his champion. So the legend and the champion go with it in order to make a solid Draven deck in lieu of a Lucian. Again, not likely. Odds are not in your favor for that. But it could happen. You never know. All right. Skipping through commons. Uncommons. We've got a foil Royal Guard, a Renata Glask, and a Longsword. All right, 3 packs left. All right, so I heard that there is actually a better way to open these packs. So I see what they're talking about. There's like a stippled line down the inside seam just hidden underneath the flap. So what you're supposed to do is peel down with your thumb. Oh, look at that. It does work. All right. So we may have defeated the final boss of pack openings here. Oh, I just see that one now. That one's so unfortunate being banned. All right, the uncommons, and then we've got a foil treasure hoard. We've got a Seaver and a legend Irelia. So more than likely, not going to be able to put an Irelia deck together with this pre-rift kit, but that's all right. Okay, last 2 packs. We've got a foil Master Bingwen, Jax Unmatched, and a Here to Help. So that wouldn't be bad for Lucian. All right, last pack. Are we going to get anything solid? Just the Spinning Axe at Epic is probably maybe one of the best cards we're going to get in this pre-rift kit, if I had to guess. Got a foil Temptation, Yoni Blade Master. So that's the promo that we got. Again, not a lot of value in that one. And an Under Titan. All right. So no major hits in that pre-rift kit. Don't know how well that build would go. Didn't see a lot of solid stuff that would be good for Lucian, to be honest. So I don't know about that one. So what I'm going to do is sort these to the side, keep them separate. I do want to run stats on openings on these still, just like I always do. Foils and the Epic. Okay, I'll leave those up there. All right, so we're going to do Spirit Forged again. Should be, as always, the exact same kit of parts. We're going to have 5 sealed booster packs, a legend kit, and a promo. So we've got just that, it looks like. 5 Spirit Forged packs. Our promo, once again, is Yoni. Is it always Yoni? That's the question. Twice in a row seems a little odd. And our pre-rift is going, or our legend kit, rather, is going to be Irelia. So let's see what you can play as far as your Irelia deck. All right, so you've got the legend. You've got Irelia the Graceful, which reduction in card cost is always solid. And then we've got, should be the same, 4 uncommons. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 commons, and then a battlefield. So yet another treasure hoard, just like the last Lucian kit. Not so fast is certainly a good counter spell for green. Okay, not bad, not awful. All right, let's see what we get in our packs here. So, pack 1 of 5. Oh, gotta remember to open them the right way. It's gonna be hard to get out of that mindset. Got our commons, we've got uncommons, and we've got a foil Blast Corps Cadet, Jax Unmatched, and a Here to Help. That pack looks very familiar. Pack number 2 of 5. I gotta say, I'm not sure I liked that way of opening these two, because there's still a chance for bending the cards and breaking corners like that. All right, so we've got a Rare World Atlas, a Spirit Wheel, and a Forge Fire Cape. So I would not play with our Aurelia, that's too bad. But that is a nice little epic card. Pack number 3 of 5. Oh, man, just can't get out of the habit. All right, commons, uncommons, a Frostcoat Cub in foil, Mechanized Menace. So if you wanted to deviate, don't think you'd still be able to. It's not many cards playable with that one. And the, well, now you got an assembly rig, so maybe you do. I don't know. Foil assembly rig. All right, pack 4 of 5, last 2 packs. Gotta be honest, if you're really only opening about an epic in every pre-rift kit, they're not exactly the most powerful of decks, that's for sure. All right, so we've got a Hall of Legends in foil, a Needlessly Large Yordle, and Ezreal the Legend. So again, not sure you'd be able to switch gears at that point. Also don't like that, man, you get so many legends in the pre-rift kit too, that makes it even harder to play the legend that you want to. Makes you realize why the legend kit is so necessary. All right, we've got a foil Direwing, Ornn Forge God, and okay, epic Renata Glask. So again, still not playable in the Aurelia Legend if you're playing it in this pre-rift kit, but nice nonetheless. All right, so now we've got 2 epics. That's not terrible. A little bit better than last. So let's see. Bag these up here. And so you guys have to tell me, do you guys get the same promo each time? 2 Yonis. I thought there were other promos with Spirit Forge, but maybe I'm wrong. All right, we are now moving on to our Unleashed pre-kits, pre-rift kits. So, same as any other pre-rift kit, regardless of the set, you've got 5 Unleashed booster packs, a promo. So on this one, we do know that it is all the same pre-release because it's stamped pre-release. So each one of these is going to have the exact same promo with this set. I'm guessing that's the way it was with the last one. And then you've got your Legend kit. So in this one, we are looking at a Master Yi, the Wuju Master. Let's see what he comes with here. Good Lord. All right, so Master Yi, his Legend kit is coming with Master Yi Tempered. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this time they've actually just put those at the front. Oh, and they give you the token XP tracker that you need. Okay, that's nice of them. So we've got a Gardens of Becoming Battlefield, 4 other uncommons, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 commons that are on theme for Master Yi. Okay, moving on then to our packs. 1 of 5. Commons to the side, uncommons, and we've got a foil Damascene Diplomat, a Sprite Queen, oh, and a Moonfall. Okay, so I needed one more of these actually for my play set. I'm glad I did not end up buying it because just opened it. Hard to get much luckier than that. We are definitely going to be playing some Diana this set, no doubt about it. I definitely like Alan ZQ's list on that one. It's a solid list. I did also really like the Rengar list, so we'll probably put that one together. Not just because I got the signature art. That's not the only reason. I also like that deck. All right, so we got a foil Towering Parophant, Medullae the Gatekeeper, and a Trixie Tentacles. All right, pack 3 of 5 coming in. Commons, uncommons. We've got a foil Scryer's Bloom, which I think will play well. Whoop, wrong pile. Then we got a Legend LeBlanc Deceiver. Don't really need that if you're trying to play that one. Nidalee Cat Form. So needless to say, we've got plenty of those since we've got 6 of those in each of our case openings. So not really looking for more of those, but I will play the full set in the Rengar deck. All right, pack 4 of 5. Commons, uncommons. We've got a foil Friendship, Rengar Unseen, and an Atakan. I've not seen any of the showcase runes either. I would assume that those still take up the token slot even in the pre-rift sealed boosters. No reason for those to be different. Combat Experience in foil, Vex the Gloomist, and Pike the Dockside Butcher. Very nice. I actually think I needed another one of those because I do like the... Why was that backwards? I've never seen that before. Odd. So yeah, I did need one more Pike Dockside Butcher to complete the playset on that one as well. So I think I'm going to play a Pike deck. I'm not liking that nearly as much as I like Diana or Rengar, though, personally. All right, let's pack up this kit here. And we'll run the numbers on this one later if I can pick up these cards. Good Lord. Okay. 3 pre-rift kits down, 1 to go. Last one, again, Unleashed. We're looking at the same as always. 5 Unleashed booster packs. Our Ash pre-release promo. And this time we've got Vi, Piltover, Enforcer. Now this is one I definitely would not have mind playing in a pre-rift event. Vi is a solid legend, especially in your limited formats. So we got Vi the Piltover Enforcer, Vi the Peacekeeper as our champion. And for uncommons, Square Up, of course, solid card for sealed. And then our battlefield would be Valley of Idols. And we get a bird token. Not entirely sure what that's for. All right, then our 5 booster packs. Commons, uncommons. Lunar Boon in foil. A Sprite Queen. And a Scuttle Crab. Pack number 2. We've got a Shard of Undoing, Bone Skewer, and an Arachnoid Horror. So we got our first epic in that box. Not bad. Almost looks like we're set to get about 2 on average with each pre-rift kit. Unfortunately, with that very first one, we only got the 1. So I guess there's still a possibility it floats between 1 and 2. Oh my gosh, don't... Oh, this is that problem we've been talking about. All right, got a foil Dusk Rose Lab. And another Master Yi Wuju Master. And a Bashful Bloom. So this gets back to our issue we're talking about. Legends are being overprinted. This alone right here can seriously ruin a pre-rift event. You're missing out on 2 possible solid hits you need to make a powerful deck. That pretty much just shoots your chances right there. That would be frustrating. I don't know what's going on here. Why do these keep getting flipped over? Seems to be every pack here recently. All right, pack number 4 of 5. Got a foil soul sword, a honey fruit. Ooh, all right. So this one we hit a showcase. A Kazakh's Evolving Hunter. Not bad, not bad. I think that makes a play set of those for me now, as far as showcases go specifically. All right, last pack magic of all of our pre-rift kits. Let's see if we can hit something spicy. Commons, uncommons. We've got a foil Grim Resolve, a Master Yi Tempered, and a Blood Rose. So, unfortunately, not much of a hit there at the end, but that's okay. We seem to be sticking right around 2 epics or showcases in each one of our pre-rift kits. That seems to be about the average, which makes sense because you need a couple powerful cards or a chance at a couple powerful cards thrown in there in order to give yourself a chance to make a really spicy deck if you're doing one of these pre-rift events. So there you have it. I will tally up some odds in a separate video. Just wanted to make this real quick since I decided to grab some more Riftbound toys for myself. And in the next one, I'm going to bring you our promo packs that they issue with any one of these events if you decide to play in any with your local stores, either pre-rifts in the future or any of the Nexus Night events. Everybody take care, and we'll see you in the next one.